what's up?
Tell me what the title is.
All right, this is the topic. The guy thinks that black people are Israelites, not
Hold
saying
on,
that
start
all
over. You cut
Israelites
out.
are
Hold on,
black
real quick.
people.
Start over.
That's
You
what I
cut
was
out.
explaining to.
No, not to cut you. Real quick. Start over. Your internet cut out when you start talking. What's the title?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Can you
Go
hear
ahead.
me?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
All right. So this is a topic. This guy says that black people are Israelites, ancient Israelites, that ancient Israelites are black people. This is my
I
point.
didn't say
And this is what I'm saying. And he doesn't
I,
get it. I'm not
I
saying.
didn't.
Listen. Let's just please listen. Please listen to me and let me finish, man.
Let me drive this thing right quick. We're gonna moderate this thing. Everyone's gonna take off and land. We can agree to disagree. He's gonna disagree. He's gonna give his title. If you got an issue with what he's saying,
thank you.
We're gonna clear it up when he's done. Yeah.
Yes, there we go. I appreciate it. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. He thinks that black people are Israelites, but he's not saying all Israelites are black people. That's what I'm saying. I don't think black people are ancient Israelites. That's what I want the debate to be over.
So
And
you don't think? I want to be. I want to be clear on what you're saying. I want to be clear on what you're saying. So you understand. So it sounds like you understand that he's saying that not all black people are Israelites, right? But it sounds like you just want to debate him on can black people be Israelites at all? Period.
Period. Ancient Israelites. I'm talking about even before Jacob, Jacob, or Abraham, or Isaac were moving down into the area. This is the what I would propose. You could say to him, and I get his point. We get his point. I'm clear on his point. He's saying that he believes Israelites come in all shapes and sizes, skin tones, a hodgepodge, mixed group of peoples, and I'm saying no, they're not. They're not dark skinned, they're not black, they're not African. Point blank, they were never in Africa. Point blank, they went down to Egypt. That's my point. And he's saying that all people groups are Israelites, including black people, and I'm saying no, not. And I mean, you could correct me if I'm wrong if that's not your point, but I'm pretty sure that's your point. I think Mexican skin tone could be Israelites. You think Guatemalans could be skin tone, Africans, Zimbabweans, or however they're called, Japanese, European, and everyone could be lumped into ancient Israel. I know it was a specific people group, and we're not Africans in there.
Okay, so what specific people group are? Real quick, I got you. So what specific people group are you saying that they are?
I would say that they are a light-skinned people group, what we would consider now as a European skin tone. That's in. This is the point that can the skin tone vary? The skin tone can vary. I understand that, but they didn't have sub-Saharan African genetics within them, and in that part, in the genotype, because they didn't have the genotype, they wouldn't express the phenotype, because wherever there's no genotype, meaning there's no genetic material, there's no phenotype expression, meaning if I don't have the expression for dark skin in my genotype, it's not going to come forward. I may be tan, I may be able to get tan. Yeah.
Hold on. So let me see if I understand what you're saying, and you correct me where I'm wrong. Right. So it sounds like you're saying that you believe that there is like one monophenotype of the Israelites, and that they're a European type phenotype, and that there's no way that there could be any diversity at the beginning in terms like that mixed multitude. And that Ivri saying he believes that there was a bunch, they could be a bunch of different colors, and you're saying that's wrong.
Well, I'm talking about before the mixed multitude, because mixed multitude is talking about Egypt, and I'm talking about before Egypt, because I'm talking about the origin of the people groups being Ur of the Chaldees. Ur of the Chaldees is north of the Euphrates River, and so my point is that he's saying that all these. I'm trying to make this concise, because I've been talking about this for an hour. Somehow it got swept over, but I'm saying all of these people groups, like the Falasha, like the Igbo, they are claiming that they're Jewish. But if it's because of an intermarriage, it doesn't mean that they're originally Israelites. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying that if the Israelites were like skin tone and they had intercourse or interaction with other people groups, it doesn't mean those people groups are ancient Israelites. It means that
Okay.
ancient Israelites married into those people groups.
Hold on, real quick. So just to clarify what you're talking about. So I hear what you're saying. So you're saying that you believe that the original Israelites before even leaving Mesopotamia and the Levant, that they would have had one particular kind of phenotype, right? I'm hearing that correct.
Could you repeat? Could you repeat?
So, but you're saying before coming into Egypt at all, like Abraham, his father,
Yes.
and all them, they would have all had one particular phenotype, correct?
They would have fit into a particular culture group, which would have had a particular phenotype. Yes. Yes.
So you're saying that phenotype is a European phenotype?
Not necessarily, because this is the only reason I'm saying not necessarily, because Swedish people have a different look than Italian people, so it's like, it's hard to tell this, to give you a yes or no, but I'm saying that they would have a light skin tone, like as if European peoples, not that they would be like Nordic, I'm not some Israelite or British Israelite person. I actually have documented descendants. I'm descendant of Yoshua ben Nun, Joshua, the son of Nun, on my mother's side, documented. So I'm not saying that I'm some like conspiracy theorist saying that, oh, these German people are all Jews and they're the lost 10 tribes. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you saw an ancient Israelite, he would put on his census right now white. He fit in as someone who was white, and I'm not. This is my point.
So real quick to understand what you're saying, is it your position that the Levant and Mesopotamia all had that same phenotype?
Not every person, no. Not every person. Just like there are different groups nowadays. It'd be like saying, and correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying like the comparison would be like all Russian people have the same phenotype. And that's not even close to being accurate, because there's over 200 different culture groups in Russia. I mean, there's different culture groups in the Middle East and Near East, but a specific culture group is responsible for the Israelites. That's my only point.
So your contention is, it sounds like the particular culture group that's responsible for the Israelites, they would not have any kind of African base to them, or any kind of African phenotype, or any kind of African genetics, etc. Is that what you're saying?
Hold on, I just have to address this doofus in the comments saying
no,
that,
you're going to talk to me. You're going to talk to me. You're either going to talk to me, or you're not going to talk to anybody.
The oldest.
If you start addressing the chat, I'm just going to boot you off the show.
You're not going to harm me, man.
Okay.
Did he leave?
No, I'm kicking him.
Yeah, so the same thing that happened to Shari basically happened to me.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, family. For this almost 2-hour diatribe of back and forth. As y'all can
so see. Ivri, so help me understand something. What was his position that you understood?
From what I understood, hold on, he's texting me. Let me just put that down. All right. So his position was basically that all the Israelites, were only like white, basically, and that the Middle East didn't have the Middle East, even today, they don't have dark skin tones, and he always loves using the term.
Now I just tried to pin him down on it. He was like, "Well, no, I can't say they just had the one skin tone. They had many there." I'm like, "Okay, so no." I'm trying to figure out how he rules. What was he saying to where he ruled out the possibility of an African phenotype or genetics, anything in the Levant or Mesopotamia?
Yeah, he loves stressing the idea that the Middle Eastern populations, Israelites as well, even like Arabs, they don't have Bantu skin tones, really dark skin tones. And family, just to address some of his points real quick, I'm just going to pull up an Arab because he said that they only have really light skin tones. I'm actually going to pull up peoples like South Arabians, who are always historically known to be dark skinned. Shout out to Marnichi, who actually studies this quite often. Dr. Marnichi, excuse me. Here's a dark-skinned Arab, a Yemeni. This is a Yemeni Arab, and he's about as dark as this guy right here is about as dark as this guy. Dr. Marnichi has a lot more images than me. Like, he's as dark as these kids. The idea that there aren't dark-skinned Middle Easterners is well, like the Middle East ranges in all skin tones, from white to medium brown to dark brown. And I kept stressing that because I want him to understand that, like, I can't take a debate that the Israelites are only Bantu black-looking people. I don't believe that. So yeah.
So I dropped the link in the chat. Let my man come back on one more time. So my G, this is how it's gonna work. So this is a group channel dedicated to scholarship and whatnot, right? So I jumped on because I don't like hearing a lot of bickering. I like hearing points be made. So what we're not going to do is listen to you address the chat when we're trying to talk to you. If you want to deal with the chat, stay in the chat. If you want to talk to us, jump on the panel. But you can only choose to do one at a time. I'm gonna let you choose. What would you prefer? Talk to us or talk to the chat?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I could hear you. I was just making sure you didn't kick me again, bro.
No. So, question: do you want to talk to us or you want to talk to the chat?
Nah, I'll talk. I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to talk to you guys. But why are you pinning stuff on the chat? That's just my only question.
Because that's what happens on YouTube.
But they're points that aren't true, though. I mean, it's just like, it's lies. I mean, I'm here to talk to you guys. Make no mistake.
So, if your stipulation is you'll only talk to us if we don't pin comments, you might as well just stay in the chat and deal with the people in the chat.
I don't have any. I'm not here to talk to those people. I'm here to talk to you guys. And be
then do yourself a favor. Stop looking at the comments.
Okay.
So,
well, you should stop.
So help me understand something about your premise. So.
And by the way,
are you stipulating?
Just to clear, because I heard him when I jumped out, he tried making a point point that I said all Arabs are light skinned. That's not what I said. And all Arabs are light skinned. You can rewind.
Okay.
I said light brown.
I said Arabs have varying different skin tones. They're not all dark skin. Meaning that go look in the Middle East. Just go look at the reviews. They have a very different like physical appearance. Just like if you go to another country or another area, you're gonna have different appearances. But within
based upon that question, what are the varying skin tones of the Levant and Mesopotamia during the time of Abraham, as far as you understand?
Well, see, this is the problem with your question, is that you're assuming Abraham was from that area.
No, that has not. The question doesn't assume anything other than the area, right? Like so he could be from anywhere. Hold on. He could be from anywhere.
Okay.
That doesn't matter to the question. The question was, what are you saying the skin tones of the Levant and Mesopotamia are during the time of Abraham?
During the time of Abraham, I mean, obviously he's from the north of the Euphrates, like I was explaining to the brother in humanity before. And during the time of Abraham, you would have had, archaeology would say that you had anything from light skin to the picture that he posted of that Southern Arabian. Looks like Yemeni or something like that he posted. That's skin tone that you would see. You would see varying ranges.
Okay, so I'm supremely confused, and I need you to help me out, right? So we're going to go through this slow because I'm sure other people in the audience have the same confusion I have. So I may be misunderstanding you, so that's why we're going to go super slow. So if you're telling me that they could have this varying skin tone in the Levant and Mesopotamia, going from this light skin to the picture Ivri showed about the Southern Arabians, etc. What is your contention as to anybody coming out of that area with the darker skin tone being Israelite or contributing to Israelite genetics?
Again, hear me out, because there's a bunch of assumptions being made. This is my point, that the picture he showed of the Arab, that person is like from a culture group that Israel was commanded to not go into. And my point again is that
hold on, real quick, Ivri, is it cutting out? Okay. Is he cutting out for you too? Is it just me?
Not really. I mean,
okay, I'm gonna take my headphones off right quick. And my fault, dude. Just start your answer over one time. I think it's my side.
Chat, put a 1 in if he's chopping up, and a 2 in if he's not. 1 for he is, and 2 for he isn't.
All right, go ahead and start your answer over again, bro. I'll take my headphones out, so yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So the picture he showed of the Arab, to assume that person, because they live in the Middle East, contributed to ancient Israelite genetics, meaning before Israel sojourned in that area, is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the first Israelites. And I'm using that term again. I know the other brother was on me and saying I'm being anachronistic, but we do it every day when we talk about Jews.
Yeah,
so
who are the first Israelites?
The first Israelites were the sons. Well, Jacob got renamed, and then he had children, and technically Israelites.
He is breaking up on my end.
Okay, that's not just me.
Hold on, bro. You're breaking up.
Yeah, you are in the matrix. Something fierce. So maybe get to where your connection is best in your place, or not if you can, because your connection is not winning right now.
Yeah, we can't understand you.
Yeah, they're saying you chopping up bad.
But to address the point that he said about Arabs, you can go to the early part of the video. He said that there'll only be very light brown.
Hey! Don't prolong that thing right now. Don't make it no harder than what it is, Ivri. Okay. Right now, he's saying they're varying tones, Ivri. Right now, he's saying they're varying.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You want to try again? There we go.
Can you
That's
hear
what's up. Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on 1 second, because I'm pulled over. This is why I didn't want to do it, because
Oh, you're driving. I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's the issue.
I see.
But I was doing when I got home, so I'd have better service. But Hashem will have better connection with the help of God.
How close are you to home? How close are you to home?
Not close, man. Not close. So it would be quite a battle now. So you should be able to hear good. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, sir. So you're saying the first Israelites are like Jacob, etc., right? Like in the 12 tribes?
Well, this is the point, is that I use the term Israelites like I use the term Hebrew. Like Hebrew comes from the word, the son, Iber, and Iber was his name just means to cross over, because the Euphrates River, and Abraham crossed over to the south. The Euphrates River.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a language lesson. I'm looking for who are you saying the first group of Israelites, and then also the proto-Israelites are. Who's the Hebrews before then? So what group is the first Israelites you're talking about?
They were a people of Chaldees, of the Euphrates.
So Mesopotamia.
North of Mesopotamia, yeah, but part of North Mesopotamia, debated among scholars, yes.
Okay. So the first is so you're talking about like Abraham before, and his people before they even have any Israelite children.
Yeah, when they were still idol makers and Tahora or Nahora.
So you're talking about the proto-Israelite population, correct?
Correct. That's where the disagreement, or that's where the confusion was with the brother in humanity, that he was saying, Israelites, like of Jacob.
I have
and
no
I'm saying,
idea what respectfully, I have no idea what that brother was saying, so I'm not trying to confuse the thing. I want to know what you're saying, right? So
that's what
respectfully, I'm just
I
trying
told you.
to get your position, right? Like so you're saying that the proto-Israelite group coming out of northern Mesopotamia had the same had a particular phenotype and had a particular set of genetics that you're saying either. Are you saying African people didn't contribute to it, or what are you saying? What's your contention with what Ivri saying in terms of like the genetic contribution to that group?
I've told this is like 15th time, and I've been over this, so please listen this time because it's getting cumbersome at this point. I'm saying that the brother says that Africans, black-skinned Africans, were contributing to the proto-Israelite population. This is what he was saying, that before Israelites.
And your basic contention is no, black Africans did not. That's your basic contention.
Finally, yes.
Would you like to debate that? Did black Africans contribute?
Yes.
Hold on, real quick. I'm going to give you a title real quick. Did black Africans contribute to the proto-Israelite population? Are you okay with that title?
How about this? Were the ancestors of Abraham black Africans? Does that sound good? Because I want to be specific here, and I don't want to be like some one-off where. So
the way you said it. So that's why I wanted to get your specific intention. So your specific intention was, did black Africans contribute to the
No. I just told you. I told you my contention with him. My contention is that
I think you just agreed with me that your contention was that you don't believe that black Africans contributed anything like any genetics to the proto-Israelite population. You just said yes. Did I have you wrong on that?
The issue, yeah. Okay, so let me explain and actually get to my point. And hear me out, please, because what I'm saying is that he is claiming that all skin tones were found in Israelite populations. My point is that the ancient ancestors of the Israelites were not dark skinned. Meaning, hear me out, meaning that, yes, they might have married in after they went down into Egypt. Solomon had a dark skinned lover, as we see in the Song of Solomon.
Hey, my G. I done heard you say all that stuff before. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you if you heard me, right? So you don't have to repeat yourself like 15, 16 times. Like I don't need to repeat myself 15, 16, right? So I heard you enough to where I'm telling you don't need to repeat that part. I'm gonna ask you if you hear me now, right? So your basic contention is you don't believe black Africans contributed to the proto. Proto means like before, right?
I know.
Before.
Why are you trying to give me a linguistic breakdown like I'm a retard?
And that's what he did with me the whole 2 hours.
So
throwing in little like side shots. Man, respect. I know what you're saying. I know what proto-Israelite means.
So what does proto-Israelite mean?
It would be just like the word prototype. It's the same thing, and why I don't know why you're trying.
So check this out. This is what the chat's hearing. They're hearing the same thing I'm hearing. Ezra ben Khazar, the Hebrew, says. So he's saying no proto-Israelites had dark skin. Are you saying that part or no?
Dark skin would need to be defined. I'm defining this, and this is where the contention, I think, is that I'm defining dark skin differently than what I think you guys are defining dark skin.
Okay, this is why I was very specific in what I said. I said black Africans. Is that your contention? Yes or no?
Yeah, of course. Like I've said.
Okay, so what's the problem with the title? Did black Africans contribute to the proto-Israelite population?
This is the problem. This is the problem. Listen and find out, because I'm not interested in pulling up some obscure marry-in population and then claiming somewhere along the line that the Hebrews were black because someone married into the population that was not black originally. That's why I told the brother multiple times that my topic wanted to be the ancient Hebrews, like before they married into other populations, when they were a homogeneous culture group and inbreeding, pretty much. That was a command, if you know Tanakh, which I would assume that you know the Old Testament. man, where did you take your wife from? Your father's house.
Respectfully, maybe
So,
you don't understand what you're saying. So
no, I know what
it's
I know
not.
what I'm
It's
saying.
okay. So are you talking about Black Africans contributing to the Proto-Israelite population? Yes or no?
Yes, but again, you're trying
No.
to
If that's what you're talking about, why is it a problem for you to debate that?
because I just told you why. It's because you're trying to set up a title that gives you wiggle room, and I'm trying to set up an exact title that's claiming that the original people groups of Abraham's descendants were not Black Africans, not that Black Africans didn't contribute anything to me. And this is my problem. You're trying to say title that's like it's like
I've never not once heard Ivri in my entire life hear him say that the Proto-Israelite population were Black Africans. Not once.
What does he say? That Proto-Israelites came in all skin tones. Not
so where so
hear me out. Hear me out.
No, I didn't heard you enough. So if he's saying multiple skin tones, where is that they're all Black Africans? He's not saying that. So you're wanting to debate something that's not a contention on this channel. You need to go find someone else to debate, fam.
You can hear me out, and then I'll let you speak. That's not how people talk, man. Like, I'll let you speak. We'll go back to just like me and the brother were doing in the beginning, being respectful of each other. This is the point. He is saying that not just Black Africans or like he's saying all skin tones contributed. I'm saying yes, all skin tones married in, but we're not part of the original group. And that is what I'm talking about, the original group. I know he's not just saying that Black people were the only people that contributed to Israelite genetics. I know that. And that's what it's like people aren't hearing, think that I'm just automatically jumping into him. It's like all Israelites were Black. No, I've heard him multiple times. He's been clear about it. He thinks that Israelites were all skin tones. And I'm saying that they married into populations, but before they married into populations, they weren't Black at all. So the title that you proposed is kind of, it's like it's like begging the question almost, because you can say, aha, one African person married in, and your whole thing falls on its face. And that's not, I'm not saying African people didn't marry in. I'm saying they weren't part of the original bloodline that Abraham descends from. And there are 3 bloodlines, as you know, because you sound like you read Tanakh. The other person sounds like he reads Tanakh. So I'm saying Shem, Yafet, and Ham. They're three specific people. If you go read Sefer Yovelim, the book of Jubilees, it tells you how they got those bloodlines. And my
you got me with the biggest question mark over my head. So you're telling me with your own mouth that you know Ibri's position is that there's multiple different colors in the proto group and in the actual group itself, but you're wanting him to debate the proto group being all African, which isn't his position.
No, not all African. Not what I'm saying. Again, this is what is a miscommunication, because it's like we're speaking Chinese to each other, Mandarin to each other, or something. Like,
well, let's do that when he's good. Maybe I'll understand you better in Chinese.
你叫什么名字？
我叫 Taiwan.
你叫什么名？
我叫 Taiwan.
It's impressive you actually know Mandarin. Nice. All right. So the point is, I'm not arguing for 1 second that he thinks that they were strictly Black. I'm arguing that the ancient Israelites, proto-Israelites, you could call it, before they crossed Euphrates, before they intermarried with people groups, I'm arguing that they weren't Black. It's that simple. And he's wanting to play a word game on what is Black.
So we're gonna do it like this then. So was the proto-Israelite group a mixed multitude or no?
No. They were a homogenous. They were a homogenous people group, and it depends on what you would find as like mixed, but no, they
Okay.
weren't. They weren't.
Would you like to
They weren't a
debate
mixed.
that title? Or were the proto-Israelites a mixed multitude? Would you like to debate that title?
No, because I'm not. My contention is with African people of African descent claiming that they're the real Israelites and that ancient Israelites were black. That's my contention.
Okay, so you want to go debate a BHI. That's not what Ivri is. It's not what I am. That's not what this channel is, right? In fact, we debate BHI on that very same topic. We debate BHI on that very same topic that you're looking for.
Okay.
So it makes absolutely no sense to debate us on that topic.
But I'm not. But here's the reason why I want to debate is because you think black people are Israelites, ancient Israelites. You and the brother both think that people that just hear me out before you answer that a person from the Hadzabe peoples, a hunter-gatherer group, dark skin tone, could possibly be a phenotype of ancient Israelites. That's what you think. I mean, and that's pretty. It's pretty clear that that's what this brother thinks. That they were not that they were just black. I understand that, you know, like he doesn't say they were just black, but he thinks yes, there were Israelites, proto-Israelites that were that black, that were dark as night, as you could say in the English expression, that those people were Israelites. That's the disagreement. That's all the disagreement is. It's not that all Hebrew. I know he doesn't think all Israelites were black. That's not what I'm saying. But what he's saying is that all Israelites could vary from black to white. And I'm saying, no, there weren't black Israelites of ancient proto-Israelites. That those people
okay, so when I got
you,
so you're saying that there weren't black Israelites in the ancient proto-Israelites. Well, I'm hearing you on that part, right? And so
okay, yes.
I'm hearing you continually say that over and over again ad nauseum. And I do mean ad nauseum at this juncture, right? So here's the contention. So either you debate that or you don't.
That's what I want to debate, but it seems like you're here's and hear me out. It seems like you're putting a title that's too you're putting a broad stroke on it. And I'm
putting a title together to where I'm putting a title together to where both beliefs are represented. You're trying to put a title together to where Ivri debates something he doesn't believe.
No. That's not what I'm saying. No, I'm not trying to say that. The title that I'm suggesting is not to say that this guy believes that all Israelites were black. The title is that Israelites were black. That's my point. Like, I hope you understand the difference in the wording. Is that I'm saying, listen, I know you don't think all Israelites were black, but what I'm saying is none of the proto-Israelites were black. That's what I want to debate on. Were any of the proto-Israelites black? That could be a good title, because he's saying that they were black, not all, but yes, there were some that were black, and I'm saying none of them were black.
So we were walking this down earlier, and I specifically asked you that question, and you were saying, well, there's a difference between the dark people in Southern Arabia and African people. So I hit you with the black African thing. You said no on that one. So I'm a bit confused, bro. And at this juncture, like if we can't get a decent title, we got to. I don't know what you want to do, fam.
I just gave you a topic, man, and that's my point. I just gave you.
I'll debate them. I'll debate you on that. You said none of them were black. NONE.
Do we got another person here to debate?
Nah, I just heard your topic. You said none of them were black. I would take that topic. What's wrong with that topic?
Who are all these people jumping in here, man? Like,
the people
what
who
in
on
the
the
world
channel
is going on, dude?
You are talking to the Yap Gang, sir, on the Yap Gang channel about things that Yap Gang debates about. If you don't know, now you know.
What am I supposed to do? The curtsy now? I mean, geez, man, this is crazy.
No, you can either take a debate or not. So my man just jumped on.
I just told the guy that I would debate him on this subject, and then now someone else is trying to come in and claim a debate. I'll debate both of them at the same time, but I want to debate the original person out to. because he's been tucking tail. And I'm saying, let's get a debate going, and he's wanting specific, narrow it out, do some preliminary debate, which is nonsense. It's about the phenotypical identifications of ancient Proto-Israelites. What did they look like? Were they black Africans? The tan-skinned Middle Easterners? Were they light-skinned? That's the debate. I don't know if any of you have ever done a formal debate. But
yeah, I've actually
done.
I've done 32 formal debates, moderated, timed on the clock. I've debated on the biggest debate channels on the internet.
And which would be what?
More, and I've debated on Modern Day Debates. I've debated on Debate Talk Free. I've debated on Solar Vision Debate League. My brother here literally runs a debate platform called Source Debate League, etc.
Nice. And again, I would say that if this guy's backing out of debating me because he's in cold feet, I'll debate either one of you guys. Because my point is that I've been specific and clear on my point over and over and over again. So heaven forbid that I do it again. What I'm saying is, ancient Proto-Israelites were not at all black to any degree. They went if there was an ancient Israelite that went to your nearest city, whatever they call it in America, what is it called? Where you get your license. They went to that place where you get your license, the DMV or whatever it's called. They would put white on their ethnicity or they wouldn't put black. That's my point. Like it's like it's going over your head. I don't get it. You know, like, I'm not saying that Israelites didn't marry in to people. Like, I know that I've read that. I mean, I understand it. But are you guys not getting the point that I'm saying that the Proto-Israelites were not black? They weren't like they wouldn't walk and look like an African person. Do you understand that that's my point?
100%. So
okay,
we're going to put this into a title. We're going to put this into a title now.
Of course, let's put it into a title. Like I've been wanting to do. I gave the brother title 2 months ago. The full description of the ancient Hebrews. It's been months, and I have to comment multiple times to get a hold of them.
So I'm going to try to get a sane title. And if we can't get a sane title, we're going to do something stupid. And if we do something stupid, I'm not going to vibe that. So I'm going to stick with the same title.
Say a sane title?
A sane title represents both people's beliefs or whatnot, right? I'm just going to represent the topic.
Yeah. And what is so hard about, sorry to interrupt, but what is so about the physical identification of the ancient Hebrews, meaning Proto-Israelites? What's so hard about that topic?
Make it a question. Honestly, you have to make it a question. You're making statements.
It's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be a question. There has to be an affirmative side. And the affirmative would be that he's saying, yes, there are black people. And I'm saying, no, there weren't black people. That's what boils down to. Now, I know he's not saying all Israelites were black. I know he's not saying that. I know he's not saying, he's claiming that apparently that Scandinavians can be Israelites too, that Israelites know, and they're Israelites, and they can be Mongolian, and they're Israelites, and they can be Taiwanese. They're Israelites. I'm saying, no, they are specific people groups. How ethnicities developed was allopatric speciation. And I don't want to get more into anthropology, but that's my contention.
Got you. So so I hear. So you were just talking about. You were asking if any of us have ever formally debated before. I want you to break down what formal debate have you ever heard that wasn't where the title didn't have a question in it.
It depends on what the agreement of the two parties is, to be honest, because you can say things like for example, I'm gonna get what is the debate of Lincoln Douglas? Have you ever heard of that structure of debate?
You cut out again. One more time.
Have you ever heard of the Lincoln Douglas? Have you ever heard of the Lincoln Douglas?
Yes, I have. 100% I have.
Okay. So just to give an example, if me and you were to debate and just say it's over slavery, and you're going to take the affirmative that slavery is correct, we could see slavery in the history of the world, and I would take the side of slavery not being correct, and you would take the side of slavery being correct. And we could put it into a question as well. But
and as presented, is slavery correct? That's how it works.
It would, if you.
It's never made into a statement.
If you debate on the topic of slavery, and there's an affirmative side that everyone knows it's agreed upon. Yes,
you've literally never debated before, have you? Not once in your life, have you? Not even high school.
Man, he also doesn't know about preliminaries.
No. So my thing, you're literally trying to jump on here and tell me how debating works, and I've had more. Like, I've forgotten about more debates than what you've had. I can point to my debates literally on camera.
To get to the title, bro, or are you just gonna keep on throwing like you're some mastermind right here, man? Because I'm telling you that it's a joke at this point, bro. Like I put multiple different titles out. I 100%
agree. No one's taking this seriously at this juncture because you obviously don't want to debate anybody.
He also doesn't know about
I'll debate all of you at the same time. Preliminary, formal structure of debates, man. No one does that. People get on the phone and they come up with a topic, and they don't sit here for hours pontificating on what they're going to debate.
I don't disagree with that, and this is going to be the last time we do this because I don't agree with this style of nonsense. I've literally orchestrated a bunch of debates, and we always hammer the debate titles out off air, and that's what's going to continue to happen on this channel. Like, this is going to be the last time we do this in public. But to that end, to that end, I want you to read the screen. I want you to read the screen for me. Are you good with that? Are you good with that topic?
Is it okay to read the comment master? Is it okay to read the comment master? Can I read the pin master?
Only when I say so.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Racist, coward.
Racist?
Wait, what?
So, do you want to debate the title on the screen? Yes or no?
That's not even a statement, man. Are none of the proto-Israelites black? Do you remember?
You're breaking up,
world, bro. I mean,
you're breaking. Your mic is breaking up. We can't quite hear you.
It's not a statement. It's a question. He said it's not a correct statement. It's a question based on what I've been hearing you say.
And it's not a grammatically correct one.
Okay, so if I say, are any of the Proto-Israelites black, you're going to say, well, no, we can't do any because you can just point to somebody marrying in and whatnot. So what title? So again, you don't want to debate the title you said? Because those are the words that came out of your mouth. That
I heard you say none. I said none
of them. He came on and said, you mean none, N-O-N-E? You said, yeah, none.
Yeah, you did.
None, exactly, none. This is the point. This is the point that I'm getting at. None of the ancestors of Abraham were African looking like we talk about now. Like when you go walk up, I'm guessing, I don't know, you can be Orthodox more. I don't know what your ethnicity is. You know, I'm not asking either. It's a rhetorical question. And I don't know what this other guy's ethnicity is. And I don't know what the guy that I originally challenged to is that brings on two people to moderate. I don't know what your ethnicity is, but I'm saying if you are African American, Hebrews did not look like you at any stretch of the imagination. So, again, let me repeat it. This brother thinks that black people, African-looking people, were ancient Proto-Israelites, and I'm saying no, they were not Proto-Israelites. Africans were not Proto-Israelites. This could be a title.
So Africans, okay. At first, I'm a bit confused because at first it sounds like you're making a morphological.
Mm-hmm.
He did. He said he wants to debate. He said he wants to debate phenotype, and then I pulled up this image and I asked him, "Is this man too dark for you for the Israelites to have that skin tone?" He said that man's skin tone, the Israelites would not have had that man's skin tone. And then I asked about the wife, and he said yes, her skin tone could match. And this is all recorded.
No, her skin tone. I said her skin tone would match ancient Egyptians. It literally looks, if you've ever heard of the Dura Europa synagogue, she looks like the skin tone of Baparo, the daughter of Pharaoh that saved Moshe out of the water. And I know that, I don't know if you guys actually check out legitimate archaeological sources.
The point I'm making is that you're saying that that the woman's skin tone is better and the man's skin tone it doesn't work. And you said the children's skin tone, the Israelites would not have had the children's skin tone either.
Repeat it again, because I was reading the question. I like that one, though. Sean Harris's thing the most out of all of them that have been proposed. But repeat it again.
No, I was just saying that you said that the ancient Israelites would not have had the skin tone of the man and the two children, and apparently the woman. Now that you're saying,
that's what I said. Yeah, that point is that the woman is mixed. The woman is.
So I was trying.
Everybody on the screen is too dark to be a proto-Israelite, as far as you're concerned.
Again, it's like such a loaded question, because it's a lady. She has different ancestry.
We're talking about skin tones, not.
Hold on, let them talk.
Nah, fuck all that shit. I'm sorry.
I was trying to
went through this.
Y'all know who y'all dealing with, man. Come on, brother.
I think that is Danoy.
Hold on, not even Danoy, not even that. Y'all know what caliber of people y'all dealing with. Y'all know.
Ain't no y'all fam. I don't bring Clubhouse people up on here to
Ivri, you know who you're dealing with.
No, that wasn't from Clubhouse. The guy kept messaging me on my comments in my YouTube channel, and he wanted to debate.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, okay. So check this out. What's not going. You know what, family? We're about to shut this one down and have a little community chat amongst the Yap gang and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for sticking around for this one, and then I hope y'all were entertained by the nonsense. But man, this is
sorry, fam, for the 2 hours. But you know, y'all got a little bit of funny content in. But
yeah, exactly. Y'all got some to watch with popcorn and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I've got a little bit.
Yeah,
but yeah. We're gonna structure this thing a little bit different and whatnot, because there will be no debating chat rats on this channel.
Let me get a song to end.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Oh man, I need some scotch after that.
My G.
If you think that was crazy, check out the early part of the video. Like, actually watch the whole thing, because it's.
We all know debating WHI, BHI, you're going to have to give concessions. You know it. You just know you're going to have to give concessions, and they're going to want to debate these ridiculous titles. And so you look into the title and say, okay, well, I'm going to show people how ridiculous you are within the title. That's how I was trying to come at.
No, I'm not even mad at you, bro. Not here though. Not on this with him. Like, we got other channels we can do that shit on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me just address some of the things he said, by the way, before we end the show. So he said that Middle Eastern populations, you know, they wouldn't have the skin tone of people like this family on here. I just want to quickly show you a Yemeni person. Here's a Yemeni.
Oh, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna do, man.
A southern Yemen.
No, homie. No. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it proper. If we're gonna break hearts, we're gonna break hearts.
And when you
keep talking, give me just a couple seconds, and I'm gonna bring you some Jordanian people right quick.
He also said that skin tone and hair texture are all synonymous, and they have to work together. So you can never have a dark skinned person. Like, all dark skinned people have to have woolly, thick, curly hair, kinky hair. They have to have it. And as you can see right here, this is a dark skinned person. He doesn't have woolly hair. He has straight hair. But I even told him that, I can prove that there's sub-Saharan African populations who are black skinned and have curly hair. So let me pull up this image right here. Here is an image of Somalis, and they obviously have curly hair and they're dark skinned, about as dark as any, you know, as sub-Saharan African peoples. And yes, Somalis are technically in sub-Saharan Africa. They're below the Sahara Desert. He made a lot of strange
blasphemy, brother. Somalis are not. They're Southern European, brother.
I mean, there's a lot of statements he made in this video. Like, we can clip it up and have some
argument. It's always going to be ridiculous when it comes to phenotype and morphological arguments, because that is ubiquitous. You can't constrain phenotype to just one location, because then you can show people in Russia that are quite quote unquote Negroid or Africoid. But how did that happen? You know, if your phenotype model works, it doesn't. It's ubiquitous across the board. It bleeds over. It crosses over. It bleeds over to other geographical quote unquote barriers and lands and languages and cultures and peoples.
Facts. Actually, I kind of wonder, do y'all want to review this on Genesis 49ers so y'all can give like y'all input on the beginning part of the video, and y'all want to do that?
Yeah, we can do that because I'm definitely taking out this channel.
Okay. Oh, you are? Okay.
All right.
I ain't getting no shine over here, but I need my G in the chat to go check this out right quick. These people on the screen are in Jordan. These are native Jordanians, my G. Native Jordanian.
Wow. So they have the same skin tone as that African American family that I pulled up.
They have the same swath of skin tone from light to dark, don't they?
Mm-hmm. And that's what I said that the Israelites would have been.
They're going to say that it's all results of slavery, and that's where I would have the most fun in that debate. But
my G,
I would have the most fun, man. I was like, easy money all day. I'm eating all day, man.
Hold on, and to my G watching, like, so again, I need you to look at what's on the top of that screen. Like, so 31% of the people in Jordan, the males, including the people with this phenotype right here on the screen, carry EM123/EM34. That's a derivative of Natufian DNA, my G.
Facts.
And you would have been hurting, my.
The Natufians have 8% Omotic DNA, which is
jeez.
They also have
whoa. Are you trying to tell me that there was Omotic contributions in the ancient Levant in the Proto-Israelite populations?
Yes.
They also
How dare you, sir?
They also have 20% North African DNA.
Right.
But
which many of sub-Saharan Africans, which are E1B1A derived, descend from ancient Proto-Green Saharans, which would fall in that same pool or gene pool as the early Ibero-Mauritians, because we know the Green Saharans were a culmination of North Africans, Middle Easterners, and also what you would call today sub-Saharan Africa. He don't want to have that conversation, though. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And also, I want to make things clear to everyone. Like I kept saying in the video, I believe that the ancient Israelites would range in multiple skin tones: white, tanned, light brown, medium brown, dark brown, and black. And he wanted to trap me on the whole black thing, which I think it's because he's racist. But yeah, they would have multiple skin tones. I keep telling him this.
How does Proto-Israel have its genesis or have a connection to Egypt and not have a quote unquote black element? When we know Egypt ranges from the blue black all the way down to the lightest skin tone, and we got tons of sources that reiterate those points. So
and that's why he kept running from the topic, from the debates that the debate topics that Moore was given. That's why.
Well, you know, BHI Afrocentrics, WHI, they are all the same. So same thing with Afrocentrics. There's a guy named Chris Harris. He would say, "Oh, I want you to." They act like they can phone you on something, and then you was like, "Okay, I concede. I will debate that." No. I want. All right, I concede again. I'll debate that. It never comes to fruition because the minute you show an ounce of confidence in whatever you're talking about, they want to shift and pivot and go somewhere else, and that's why debates don't happen with these caliber of people. You know.
Exactly. Even y'all, or at least you, just offered to debate him. And I guess he ran from you too, but well, actually, no, I take that back. He did say he'll debate the both of us together and even more, which more didn't say he
right after that, he was like, "No, I wouldn't debate that." And he was like, "I didn't."
The phenotype topic. He said it outright. You can find it on this video. He said he wants a phenotype topic, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, but I mean,
you want 3 rounds of embarrassing and thrashing? I would have gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? I would have gave you those 3 rounds.
I mean, sure. I was giving him different ideas of the debate topic. When y'all go back and watch the early part of the video, I think we should review this video tomorrow, by the way. But when you watch the early part of it, you know, I gave different ideas. I said the Israelites were dark skinned. Do you want to debate if they were dark skinned? He was like, oh no, dark skin, that's too broad. And so I brought up pictures of
I can't do tomorrow because we actually got a real debate that people already agreed to do.
Oh, okay.
5:30.
Never mind. We'll find a day when we can do it. But yeah, I that's why I showed the pictures of different people, different families, and I had like that family. Also had this family as well. Let me pull it up right here.
That's a result of all. That's slavery, brother.
I pulled up this family, and he was like, the only the kids have the skin tone of the Israelites that the Israelites have. Everybody else is too dark. I'm like,
and they always try to acquiesce towards scholarship and academia, but those people that are in the higher ranks of academia, for geneticists, for example, David Wright, they don't talk the way you guys talk. They don't speak in absolutes. They don't say, "Oh no, this skin color didn't exist." They don't say that crazy stuff y'all say on the internet.
And that's exactly what he was saying. He was speaking in absolutes when I said that dark-skinned people can have various hair textures. He was like, "No, I gone to university, and I know that that when it comes to the anthropology, that dark-skinned people can't have multiple hair textures. They have to have curly, woolly hair."
And that's the beauty of a debate. That's the beauty of debate, because in debate it's about, it's not what you know,
it's what you
can prove. Mm-hmm.
You got to show it, man. You got to show citations. You got to show where you're getting it from. You got to give direct quotes. We don't want to hear you preaching. You know what I'm saying? You go and do a lot of preaching, man. Antebellum style preaching.
Yeah, bro.
Did I put that on that joint?
Hey, y'all a bunch of dumb dogs, but we the racists.
Exactly. Like
it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. It's not what you know.
Exactly. And I didn't say not one racist thing towards any group. But he has an issue with black people.
We have no problem with. We actually have the true scientific approach to this thing, because science does not look. The field of science, or scientists rather, do not look at people groups the way you do. Meaning, you just look at their skin color, their hair texture, their morphology, their physical traits. They don't do that. They know racist social constructs. It's not scientific at all. It has nothing to do with biology. Biology doesn't group people according to their morphology. That is a lie. People are very migratory, and they mix and interbreed. That's our history as the humans that we are, as the Homo sapiens sapiens that we all are. We've migrated and mixed, interbreeded all over the planet.
Hold on, I gotta address this. He said, "Stop barking before I muzzle you." Now, he said early on in the intro, in the beginning of the video, that he's a Christian, he's messianic, and that he believes all humans, are
the
one
clan was
people.
Christians. The clan were Christians too.
Yeah, the clan was. But I just want to just point that out. Like, this dude was it's crazy. This is sad. This is actually sad. And he also said a lot of other weird stuff early on in the video. I think y'all missed it, but he called mixed people hybrids.
Oh man, that's anti-Mount South talk all day.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
So with that, family, we about to shut this joint down. Hopefully y'all enjoyed yourselves in some way, shape, or form. I will remind y'all of a particular motto that we have on this joint. Well, no, I ain't gonna play it on this one. Leave it alone. I'm gonna play it on another one. But we appreciate y'all for showing up. Let's see. We got a tune to leave the people with here. Or
you got a song? Okay, go ahead.
I can play one right quick. If you ain't got it, I got it. All right, then. We out, family.
Oh, my bad.
Sure you screenplay, you got it? It's up to you, bro.
Okay. Yeah, let me pull it up here. I gotta type it in because I'm using.
Oh no, we're just gonna do it like this then, family. Y'all have a good one, fam.